Well, hello fellow YouTubers. Welcome to the second episode of G-Tech. On this episode, we are going to build an incandescent current limiter. Now, what is an incandescent current limiter? And what do you do with that? Why would somebody want that? Well, if you work on audio equipment, you need something that will limit the current when you power it up so that you don't further burn things up. Putting more fuses in an amplifier is not going to help if you keep burning them up. In fact, it can actually cause further damage in the amplifier, a lot of headache in the repair, and a lot more money. So again, a light bulb in the circuit limits the current. Therefore, I call it an incandescent current limiter. Well, let's get started.
Warning. Do not attempt this project unless you are experienced in electrical circuits. Serious injury, property damage, and even death can occur with this wire.
Here is a list of material I used. I found most of it in my garage, and what I did not have, I purchased it at a local home improvement store. I found a 3-wire electrical cord in my garage and cut the end off of it and threw it away. Regarding the wood, you can use a 2x4. I had a 24-inch piece of poplar I cut in half and glued together and reinforced with screws. I marked the holes I needed to drill ahead of time. It is always good to drill the wood first before driving a screw into it so you don't split it. I try to keep my work area clean by using a portable vacuum. I put the glue in the boards and allowed the glue to get tacky before I put the boards together. I then used Deckmate 1 1/4 inch coated Torx head screws. I love Torx head screws. I also wipe the excess glue off the boards. Then I used one of the electrical junction boxes to mark the mounting holes. Again, drilling the holes before mounting the junction boxes keeps the wood from splitting. Now, you can mount the electrical boxes. Next, remove the knockouts. Now, you can install the 3/8 inch clamp connectors. Most electricians use a standard screwdriver and hammer to tighten the lock nuts on the connectors. Dress the 3-conductor cord and feed it into the left clamp connector and tighten it down. Strip the conductors. Twist the copper strands to keep them from fraying. tin the conductors with solder so the stranded wire does not spread when tightening the light bulb socket screws. Form the conductors to fit underneath the light bulb socket screws. Screw the black connector of the 3-wire plug to one side of the light bulb socket. Cut, dress, and strip an 8-inch piece of 15 amp Romex and feed it through the 2 center clamp connectors between the electrical boxes and tighten down the clamp connectors. Form the black conductor of the Romex to fit under the other screw of the light bulb socket and attach. Twist the white conductors of the 3-wire plug and the Romex together and trim if necessary. Install a wire nut on them and tuck inside the electrical box. I used a number 6 screw, washer, and nut to attach the green earth ground of the 3-wire plug. Make sure to form the green earth ground around a number 6 screw. Then go ahead and attach the green earth ground to the electrical box. I forgot to attach the light bulb ring plate to the electrical box. So now I have to remove the wires off the light bulb socket so that I can put that ring plate on. Now I can reattach the wires to the light bulb socket. Attach the light bulb socket to the electrical box. Oh man, what was I thinking? Obviously I wasn't. I don't need a 2-gang box for one electrical outlet.
Rewind.
Now, let's install the single gang electrical box. Strip and form the Romex so that it will fit under the electrical outlet screws. Attach the black Romex wire to the gold screw on the electrical outlet. Attach the white Romex wire to the silver screw on the electrical outlet. Attach the bare copper Romex wire to the green screw on the electrical outlet. Now, mount the outlet to the electrical box. Attach the wall plate to the electrical outlet. And finally, put in a 75 to 100 watt incandescent light bulb. We're done. I have a Carver C500 that I purchased off of eBay a few years ago. I've been using that amplifier up until recently when it quit working. I took it out of the rack, opened it up and took a look at it, and I found 5 blown output transistors, so I replaced those. I checked the drivers and they're fine. Now, before I bring it up to full voltage, I want to use that incandescent current limiter that I just built. I'm going to be using that in conjunction with a variac and we'll slowly bring the voltage up to full voltage and make sure everything's okay. By chance, if there isn't, that incandescent current limiter is going to protect us. It's going to help us so that we don't burn anything else up in that amplifier. But it should be okay. Well, that's all I have for this episode of G-Tech. We certainly thank you for joining us, and we'll see you on the next episode. Bye.